fearing like they're being looked down on.
I think like the music kind of represents the social groups as well, because when it's that classic kind of scene again when like the girls walk through the doors and they're all powerful and all kind of almighty, and we've got like the music to go with that, and the big like kind of like makes like a massive impact on that.
We also decided to add a sense of hierarchy when it comes to our bus scene. By her being able to press the button, she was obviously the one who was in charge. Like, no one else wanted to press it because they thought, oh no, she'll want to do it because she's the best. And then when it comes to stepping off the bus, she was obviously like in a typical American bus state. You'd think everyone was like, get off, crowd, push off, and everyone moves. But obviously they all step back and let her get off first because she's more important. A bit lost.
We looked at Mean Girls 2, which is currently going to go straight onto DVD. We think that our film would be best to go straight on DVD as well, because although the age range that our target audience of like 11 to 16, although they do go to cinema a lot, they would also want to buy the DVD straight away. So we think it's a safe option to go put it straight on DVD rather than put it in cinemas, because it'll be cheaper, and we just think it's a safe option.
We also thought that the reputation of Mean Girls kind of would build on ours, so when people would see the trailer, when tweens would see the trailer of our film or the opening sequence on YouTube or something, they would more likely, they would instantly want to go and see it because they can already remember Mean Girls and think about how much they used to love that film and Legally Blonde and stuff like that. So they'd think of that and think, oh, we have to go and see this film. So we wouldn't really need to put it in cinemas, we could just put it straight to DVD because they would instantly want it already, even if they haven't seen the film.
Yeah, kind of like the Bring It On films, like kind of like the cheerleading films, a lot of them, I think the first one might have been in the cinema, but after that it was just DVD after DVD after DVD, and they were still really popular because they're well advertised, people like that kind of film, and it's the same with this kind of film, like people like it, they want to see it, so they're likely to buy the DVD.
We also thought that because Fox has distributed Mean Girls, we thought they would know exactly how to advertise it. So by giving them our film, they'd be able to use what they've done with Mean Girls to be able to do that with our film as well.
The target audience for our film will be teenage girls from, and like pre-teens from the age of like 11 to 16. Because like mostly younger girls, they like are interested in things that older girls are interested in because they're like inspired by them, and like they obviously wouldn't be in like the older school yet, and they'll be like interested in like get an insight to what it'd be like, even though it's not like what it would be like realistically, but
the audience that Mean Girls attracted was like 11 to 16, which is the same as what we want to attract, and we think that because the younger girls will look up to the older girls like role models.
When we come to distributing our work and trying to advertise it, we'd also have to think about the parents that end up watching it, because the parents who have seen Mean Girls or maybe have heard their daughters or sons or whatever talking about it may think that if they hear about it, they'll be like, oh, my daughter should go and see that, because, you know, they'd rather they watch something like that other than horrors or films that are, you know, with bad language and things. So by using a lower certificate, we're showing the parents that they can trust us to put out a good film that's not going to be bad for their children to view. So we need to make sure that the parents get to watch the trailers as well, which we'd have to think about with advertising.
Yeah, I think parents would definitely be a wider audience for this film, especially because it's not got loads of swearing in it, it's not a kind of like aggressive film in any kind of way, it's just generally supposed to be kind of light, kind of comedy at the same time. So I think it's the kind of film that parents can sit down and watch with their children as well and actually enjoy at the same time. And I also think that the audience that would go and watch this film would also be interested in other films, the same kind of audience that you'd have for Mean Girls, Legally Blonde, Bring It On, all the kind of like stereotypical blonde kind of fantasy high school movies.
I think our film will be around 12A, maybe a PG, but probably a 12A.
Our final piece, we decided to put it on YouTube so we would be able to get other viewers to watch it, which means because it's public, and then viewers from our class to watch it as well. From the viewers in our class, we got feedback that the music was quite good, which we were happy with because it did get our DVD out there. But then with our other advertisement, we decided to all of us put it on our Facebook profiles because it's a social site where other people are going to be able to see it and comment on it. We're doing this, we were able to get feedback from other people, not just people who do media, and then find out who would also like to watch it. I ended up getting feedback from my friends telling me that they thought that the music was really good and it really got our point across, but it would have to be, if we wanted to get the movie further, we'd have to add more social groups in it, which we would end up doing if we were able to make this into a proper film, but because we weren't, we couldn't. But if we wanted to publicly get this film out there, I think we'd end up putting our film on sites such as Vertigo and being able to make trailers, which we could also advertise on other sites.